Hey, what's going on? I decided to actually start doing a series on YouTube where I cover some of my favorite artists. As I've gotten better as an artist myself and studied these amazing artists, I've grown to notice that when it comes down to some of my favorite artists, there's not much coverage or exposure to them. I kind of found myself wanting more information about him, so I decided to start a series called More to the Artist, where I give my personal thoughts and opinions on what I think of the artist and their work. For the first artist, I thought I would cover STATO. You might be asking yourself, why did I specifically choose this artist? Well, I think it's simple. He's very good at what he does, and also just because as of recently, his art has just been inspiring me. But there's more to it. He's kind of a big mystery. What you're seeing on screen right now is one of the first art pieces I ever seen from Stato years ago. This was before I was taking art seriously, and it was more of a hobbyist. I was absolutely blown away, and told myself I don't think I could ever recreate this. A couple of years later, I found out this art piece belonged to Stato himself. It was like solving a puzzle. I told myself this is the guy who did this. Like I followed him immediately, and just like everyone else, I was blown away just at his mere sketches. In case you're wondering what kind of artist is Stato, he's a concept artist slash illustrator. But just how long has he been drawing for exactly? Well, it's best to assume that the guy's been drawing for a really long time. I mean, if you scroll down like on his Instagram, the earliest post you can find from him is from 2014, and good luck trying to see how he's improved from that point on now, because it's hard. My best guess is he's been doing this as far as like early 2000, so I was just a baby at that point. You know he posts a lot of sketch line art, and you sometimes would stop to think if he could do anything else. Well, let me tell you something that I find very interesting. Is when he was asked how long he had been drawing for, he replied with, "I've been painting for over 20 years," which had ringed in my head that Sato doesn't paint. So I thought, but the guy can really do it all. His paintings and colors are amazing. I know it sounds kind of amateur of me to assume that the guy couldn't do anything but draw line art, but then again, he very little, almost have not ever posted anything relating to his painting pieces, which has me thinking, why does he only post more of his sketches rather than his paintings? Not that I have any problems with it. I'm primarily a line artist, and I see a lot of my thought process in Stato's work, which is why I gravitate so much towards his work. But why not more paintings? He seems to work on a lot of different mediums. The guy can do watercolors, brush pens. I mean, it seems like this guy has done everything, and what he shows online is but a fraction of it. Of what he does behind the scenes. And I do know when it comes to being a concept artist, you have to be quick when it comes to ideas. Concept artists, they gotta know how to draw everything, and not just the human figure. And oh boy, can this guy draw. Can we just stop for a minute and just like admire the anatomy on this horse, and just like the armor and like all this detail? This is amazing. Like, don't even get me started like on the female guts. Like, is there like no like bottomless pit to what this guy can do? Like, god damn. But like in all seriousness, like look at this guy's mech design. Like, where did this guy come from? Like, why is he so good?
Who the fuck is this?
And like I think I draw a lot? Shit. This man will draw circles around me. It's like this man's a straight machine that never stops. He's always constantly producing artwork no matter what the medium. Speaking on his artwork, it's literally impossible to get this man's art books containing many of his sketches. I believe he only made a certain amount of copies and sold them at like a Korean convention. So it's like they're all gone. And it sucks that I don't live in Korea because I'd buy those so fast. It's a shame. But the guy really does draw a crap ton. I mean, just look at this. And I believe he sketches out like 100 characters a day or something. I know, ridiculous. But of course, with that much drawing, there are consequences to the human body. And STATO is no exception. We as artists are always pushing it to the extremes. We will sometimes push our bodies and minds to the breaking limit, not because we want to, but because we want to be the best that we can possibly be. There's always that voice in the back of our heads that tell us that this is what it takes to be the best. I want to be the best. But keep going. Keep drawing. You have something to prove. This is what it takes. I know the road is a long and lonely path, and I know that I might draw my ass off every day and still fear the day that I will be on my deathbed knowing I never achieved the artistic level I wanted to be at. But this is my path to take, because that's what the greats did. Yeah, I want to be like them. I want to inspire. I want to create worlds. I want to be an artist. Eventually, STATO injured his wrist, mostly due to excessive amounts of drawing. He posted about it saying he broke the tip of his wrist, that the pain got worse, and he went to the hospital, where he was diagnosed with a fracture, and his face began to swell up due to a side effect of an analgesic injection that was given to him to help release some of the pain from his wrist. He went to say that the swelling around caused his esophagus to swell, and that he could have suffocated. STATO said after the hospital trip, he quickly returned home to finish his work that same day, believing everything would go back to normal and that he would be okay. But it seems like everything only seemed to get worse for STATO. Eventually, he ended up needing a stand for his arm and shoulders just to draw. He would express his pain and frustration online. Eventually, it got to a point where he had to stop drawing. People online would show him concern and would tell him to please take care of himself. He would go on to saying he feels like his limbs were being separated due to sudden aches and pain, saying he thought it would get better if he rested a bit, but it keeps happening. One can only imagine it can't get any worse from here on out regarding STATO, but sadly one day he came out to say that his father has been sick for a long time. Now that he's older, his father has grown even more ill. He would just go on to express how very tired he's been feeling, and honestly dealing with a bit of depression. But one day out of nowhere, STATO just disappeared. He removed all of his YouTube videos and didn't post for months. I was so shocked to know why he would do such a thing. I would draw to his videos every day. He was someone I aspired to be. I told myself I hope he's alright, but for a while I heard nothing, and a lot of other people were asking for his whereabouts, and were just as concerned as me to what could have happened to him. He eventually came back and slowly started bringing his YouTube videos back, and he still posts as of today. He came back from his long hiatus and is ready to grind no matter how bad we artists fall. We know as long as we have this burning passion we call art, we will keep going no matter what life throws at us. He has a love for miniatures and loves to draw tiny Ant-Man fan art on tiny sheets of paper. And what you're looking at right now is not an actual size desk, it's actually very tiny. As of finding out any project that STATO's worked on, I could only find this. STATO was a concept artist for a hack and slash MMORPG called Mu Legends. It was developed by the Korean gaming company Webs and Games. The title has been under development for quite some time. First rumors about it appeared in 2004, and its development was held back until 2009. The artwork you're seeing on the screen right now was all done by STATO. He even did the cover art for the game. The game was released in 2017, but it seems like STATO was working on the game for a long time. He would even advertise the game soon to be released on his socials. So it was something he was very passionate about. My best guess is that he was the lead artist for the game, considering he seemed to have did majority of the art in the game. I'm not a big fan of MMORPGs, but this game doesn't look half bad. I would probably play it. But I love STATO's working station. You can really tell he loves what he does. Outside of art, STATO loves to enjoy the small things in life. He loves traveling around on his bike and taking photographs of everyday life. He also loves collecting cameras, old to new. Sadly, there is no image I could find showing what STATO looks like. But hey, here's a shadow reveal. You know how these crazy good Asian artists are. Most of them don't like to show their face. There is just something that speaks to me about this sketch though, that STATO did. We can see an injured schoolgirl looking like she's having a really bad time. Injured shoulder and wrist, very much similar to STATO. I really hope he's okay these days. Well, that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of STATO. I could honestly go into more specific details with his work, but the video is already pretty long. In editing, this video has really cut down on my drawing hours. This video wasn't easy to make because, well, I don't speak or read Korean. Just like what Krauser said to Leon in Resident Evil 4.
Like you, I'm American.
But in all honesty, I really enjoyed covering STATO. I better get to the drawing if I ever hope of getting just a fraction of his skill. Also, STATO, I hope you never stop drawing, man. Keep going until the end. Thanks for watching.
気持ちはあるの世界の全てを手にしたとしてもそれがあなたの幸せ